We have already discussed the first and second stanza of the poem, The Casuarina Tree. Moving on to the third stanza. In the third stanza, the speaker makes this linkage explicit as she explains that the tree's memory is blent with images in her head or of her departed siblings. The shared mourning of the speaker and the tree, as conveyed by the dirge-like murmur that resembles the waves breaking on a pebble beach, continues to reinforce this connection. If the first two stanzas emphasize the tree's connection with the rest of nature, including birds, bees, animals, and other plants, stanza 3 emphasizes the tree's connections with persons the speaker specially loved or loves. Earlier, young baboons were said to play in the tree. Now the tree is associated with the play of human children. Again, the similarities to the biblical Garden of Eden are difficult to ignore. Already Edenic in various respects, it is here linked to a time of spatial innocence in the speaker's life. However, no sooner are the joys of childhood mentioned than the pain of loss is also implied. Earlier, the tree has been associated with sounds of pleasure. Now it seems to give off a dirge-like murmur, a lament, or even an eerie speech. Still, in the third stanza, the speaker tells us explicitly that it is not because of its magnificence that the Casuarina tree is very dear to her soul. Rather, it is because of her memories of her departed siblings. At the thought of their deaths and their past memories, even the tree seems to lament. In the fourth stanza, the speaker recalls various foreign shores, namely France or Italy, where she heard noise similar to the tree's mournful sighs and recalled the tree and her own loved native clime. The image of the waves breaking carries us to foreign shores, where waves gently kiss the classic shore, but evokes similar mourning in our speaker's mind. This is why, while the rest of the world lies tranced in a dreamless swoon, the speaker stays awake as the music of her youth, the music of the tree, swims to her in her inner vision. In the final stanza, the speakers care to distinguish the trees of England from the Casuarina tree of her youth. It further shows the way in which the speaker associates nature at large with her various emotions. While the Casuarina tree stands in for nostalgia, longing, and memory, the trees of England reflect isolation and verse that is not true to her own experiences. By contrast, the speaker tells us she yearns to return to the Casuarina tree of her youth, which she hopes will be saved from oblivion's curse. The poet is hesitant about her gift of writing poetry, and she feels that her own words are weak, but she appeals to love in her plea for the tree to be protected from the time's ravages. This links the poem not only to Dutt's preoccupation with loss, the natural world, and the complexity of family relationships, but also to her interest in the nature of the poetic craft and how much of life's complexities can be accurately captured in a poetic format. Thank you.